Alright, just because I know somebody's going to say something before this fucking even video starts. No, you know what this is right here? What this is right here. You know, funny story, I was shooting a 50 caliber sniper rifle recently, and one of the shell casings flung up and just came right down and kind of burnt me. So, yo, what's up, fam? Welcome back to Navy Lingo Part 2. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to give a shout out to this new YouTuber I just started watching. I'm sure some of you guys may watch him. His name is Drip46. My boy DWK pointed him out to me, and he's basically the army version of me. But, you know, a little shorter, blonde hair, not as many tattoos, because fucking Navy's tattoo policy. America, fucking hoo-yah Navy tattoo policy is the best. But anyways, if you guys haven't watched him, definitely, he's a funny guy. You should totally go check him out. And usually when he starts his videos, he has a beer. And I figured, you know, it's Memorial Day. And I believe he actually recently started to cut back on his drinking. So, buddy, this is for you. This is for all the people out there that put their lives on the line for America. So, hoo-yah, fucking Navy tattoo policy. And, like I said, Drip46, this is for you, buddy. Usually, I usually drink piss, so Budweiser will have to do for now. Oh, my God. It's expired. It's been in the fridge for a while. Alright. Oh. Alright guys, for Navy Lingo Part 2, the first word we are going to look at is mast. Now, mast stands for captain's mast. What that is basically where you get fucked. Most likely, when you do something, you know, that's really fucked up, that deserves to be punished, if you get a DUI, for example. A DUI is a very common one that you will go to mast for. Now, the first thing that you will most likely, before mast, before you go see the skipper, you will go through the chief's mess. Now, the chiefs will chew your ass out so hard. Literally, people will cry. People come out of the chief's mess crying. Like, they will fucking say some of the most hurtful shit I've heard. And it's actually a pretty fucked up thing when they, you know, how bad they chew you out.
Can I just say that of all the idiots, in all the idiot villages, in all the idiot worlds, you stand alone, my friend.
But it's just, I don't know, it's just part of the Navy tradition. The goat locker is pretty fucking ruthless. And then after that, you will go to XOY, where you talk to the XO. And then, if it's still going to go all the way up, then you will see the skipper. And, yeah, it's not a pretty process. Stay out of trouble, guys. Just leave it at that. I do not want to see you at mast. The next one, we're going to go to gun decking. Now, gun decking, if you gun deck something, this is actually kind of related to mast. Because you will go to captain's mast if you gun deck, and something actually really gets fucked up. For example, the first experience that you will get is in boot camp of doing a watch log. You know, you have to like do a rove. When I say rove, you have to do basically you walk around the berthing, your compartment, and you make sure everybody's, you know, in their racks, everything's nice and safe and secure, nothing's out of order. And then you'll go to your log, you know, right, everything is secure and safe. And then you'll like make an initial and put the time. Now when you gun deck, that is if when you gun deck something, you're saying you did it when you didn't check. So say I'm like, fuck it, I'm not going to do my rove. I'm fucking tired as fuck. And I say, all right, everything's secure and safe. But actually Sailor Timmy is fucking passed out, you know, choking on his fucking pillow. Or Sailor Johnny's shitting on Sailor Timmy's pillow and giving him pink eye. Some shit's going down. And you're not catching that. And you say everything's secure and safe and it's not. Then that is when you will get caught gun decking something. It will come to a larger scale once you hit the fleet. For example, when I'm on watch at my squadron, once I hit the fleet and I got out of A school, I had to do a rove around the helicopters. I had to do a rove out on the flight line. I had to go and check all the compartments and make sure everything was secure and safe. If I say everything's good and I actually don't go check the helos and fucking something's on fire or somebody's vandalizing something and I don't catch that, that's gun decking. They'll like, you know, they'll fucking get you for that. They'll mast you for that. So don't gun deck. FOD stands for foreign object damage. This is actually another kind of aviation term. Actually, if you're on an aircraft carrier or any type of like a destroyer or cruiser with a flight deck, you will hear this term, FOD walkdown. All hands to FOD walkdown. Now, on a carrier, FOD walkdown is a huge event. Everybody, you know, in aviation.
On the flight deck, it's that time of day to muster on top of the bow for this morning's FOD walkdown. Out of your shops, out of your holes. All red shirts, blue shirts, yellow shirts, green shirts, purple shirts, white shirts, brown.
In the squadron, doesn't matter if you're a pencil pusher, if you're a yeoman, if you're a AZ, if you're somebody that doesn't even work on the flight deck, they will pull you up to do FOD walkdown because it's an all-hands evolution. You will go to the bow of the ship, and everybody will walk all the way down to the stern, and you will just keep your head. They say it all the time, eyes fucking on the deck, no talking, keep your mouth fucking shut. You're supposed to literally just look at the ground and walk all the way from the bow to the stern, looking for foreign object damage. You know, anything, little bolts, screws, nuts, trash, anything that can damage, that can get into the engine bay or can fucking jam the hydraulics. Any little thing that is FOD, you have to keep your eyes out for and you have to pick up. And it's actually a really serious thing. They take it very seriously, although it is kind of, you know, once you get on deployment, you can like talk to the person next to you quietly, you know, and it's not like you have to be completely quiet. But some of those people that lead FOD walkdown take that shit really seriously, and you have to fucking, you know, like I said, people's lives are at stake. The pilots, they trust you to find that shit. Don't let the FOD on the deck. So that's FOD and FOD walkdown for you. All right, this one actually is, I can kind of tell a story about. You have, you know, your brown shoes, right? So you have your aviation guys on the ship. Your brown shoes, also you can call them Airedales. And then you have your boat guys, right? We call them boat chucks. Or boat donkeys would be the appropriate term, right? Your Airedales and the fucking boat donks. So now, usually, I was a squadron guy. I was an Airedale. And sometimes on some carriers, it depends on the hangar deck and who the hangar bay PO and how cool he is and how cool the flight deck PO is, because those are your yellow shirts. They wear the yellow on the flight deck. They're the ones that are directing the jets and passing it off to another on the flight deck. You know, when we're in flight ops, they're the ones that are directing the aircraft moves in the hangar bay and on the flight deck. They're the ones that are leading a lot of drills, and they live on the ship, right? They're always working on the ship. So they don't really like us because we only go on the ship when we're deployed. When we're not deployed, we're working in our hangar bay. We're living in the barracks. We're living out in town with our families. Not to say that you can't live, you know, out in town when you're a yellow shirt, but you're always working on the ship. We don't see the ship unless we're on deployment because we're squadrons. So that's kind of already a little, they're kind of jealous of us because of, you know, we don't have to stay on the ship all the time. And also, you know, the boat donks, they aren't the smartest. All right, but yeah, in my experience though, you know, there is a little not that much animosity, I would say. It's mostly just, you know, tradition, kind of, you know, just joke around back and forth between each other. Mostly, you know, we have the same mission, we have the same goal. We have to be safe on the flight deck. We have to be safe in the hangar bay. Everybody wants, you know, the same thing. Nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody wants to see somebody get hurt, to be honest. So, you know, honestly, the yellow shirts, they're not that bad. What they do is fucking awesome. They respect what we do. I respect what they do. You know, we kind of do the same stuff in a sense. And, yeah, it's just, you know, like I said, that old tradition and rivalry that you'll see sometimes depending on the ship. But in my experience, it hasn't really been that bad. It's, you know, they're decent guys. A lot of my yellow shirts were my friends. And, yeah. All right, guys, this is going to be wrapping up Navy Lingo You Need to Know Part 2. If you guys want to see Part 3, all you have to do is just, I don't know, leave a comment saying, motherfucker, make a Part 3. And just hit a bunch of likes on that comment, and I'll be like, alright, they want me to make a Part 3, and I'll make a Part 3. So yeah, just literally say that, and I'll be like, fucking, aye, roger that. More Navy Lingo to come. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, social media and stuff below. And many more videos to come. Moto vlogs, like you guys just saw that I uploaded yesterday. I'm going to be trying to do, you know, at least 1 to 2 moto vlogs a week. Days in the life, more Navy videos. Hopefully more military life before and after videos with the guys from the vet office soon. I'm throwing around the idea of maybe starting a podcast with them. But it's just, in terms of scheduling, there is a lot of conflicts and stuff between all of our schedules. But, you know, hopefully I'll get it figured out. I'm in summer, so I'm going to be working a lot on YouTube and a lot on this channel. Alright, fam, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Goodbye.